Hola amigo, bienvenido a la clase de español. Today we are going to learn how to use ser versus estar. The meaning of ser and estar is to be. Both the verb is having same meaning but used for different purpose. We will discuss that one by one with example. First we will understand the conjugation, how we conjugate ser and estar. So, these verbs are completely irregular verb in all the form. If we are talking about ser, ser is yo soy, tú eres, él, ella, ustedes is es, nosotros somos, vosotros sois, esos, esas y ustedes son. This is the conjugation of ser. Y estar is keep it like this. Yo estoy, tú estás, él, ella, ustedes está, nosotros estamos, vosotros estáis, ellos, ellas, ustedes is están. See, here there is in estoy and estamos, there is no stress mark till then, but everywhere in tu form, él, ella, ustedes form, then vosotros and they form, we have accent mark. So, always remember that. This is the how we conjugate this. So, now there is a rule how we use ser and estar. For ser we use abbreviation doctor, and for estar we use abbreviation place. Okay. So, I will discuss this one by one with example. You please note down this conjugation. I hope this is quite visible to you guys. My board is not so good, I am so sorry. So, please go through this. These are very important verb of communication. So, we have learned the conjugation for ser and estar. So, one by one I am going to explain where we can use ser and where we can use estar. When we have to make the sentence with the is, am, are. For example, this is pencil, I am Kashish, you are Rahul, like this. So, there are general rule for ser. Generally, we use ser about the permanent attributes, okay, and estar for the temporary and permanent both, mostly for the temporary attributes. So, there is a abbreviation for this, DOCTOR, doctor. You remember this abbreviation doctor for ser. Whenever you want to use ser or you want to know where we can use ser or estar, because both are having same meaning, then you remember this abbreviation doctor. D stand for description. Description can be physical description, it can be nationality, it can be religion. Physical description, like you can say I am tall and thin, soy alto or alta y delgado. I will tell you the example later. Then O stand for occupation. Any occupation, you are an engineer, you are a doctor, you are a peon, professor, anything you can tell with the help of ser. I am. Wherever you have to use this, use ser, not estar. You cannot say estoy doctor. See, estoy profesora. You cannot say. You have to say soy profesora. Then C is for characteristics. Any characteristics of a person, you have to use ser. For example, he is intelligent. Él es inteligente. He is daring. He is friendly. Any character of a person. Okay. He is rude. Okay. Anything you want to tell, you tell with the help of ser. This is very important to find the difference where we use ser and estar. Then time. Any time you want to tell, you can tell with the help of ser. For example, you want to tell the time. For example, it is 1 o'clock. Es la una. It is 2 o'clock. Son las dos. I will tell you how to tell the time in my separate lesson. First, before that, I will tell you how to tell the numbers, which is the pending series, which is one of my pending series. So, you can tell time, date, month, year, birthday, anything related to time you can tell with the help of ser. Then origin, basically from where it is originated, whether it is from the place of a person or something made of, like from where are you, what is your place, and something made of, like my ring, my watch is made of gold, anything. Then relationship. If you want to tell about your family or any of the relationship, you can use ser. For example, you want to tell Asha is my mother, so you cannot say estoy, no, Asha está mi madre, you cannot say. You have to tell Asha es mi madre or mi madre es Asha. So, any relationship, whether it is husband, wife, children, spouse, niece, nephew, anything you want to tell, you have to tell with the help of ser. There will be a separate lesson for this relationship. I will tell you the family tree in that video. And so, remember this abbreviation: doctor, description, occupation, characteristics, time, origin and relationship. Now, we will go through some of the example. For example, yo soy Raúl. I am Rahul. I am Rahul. Yo soy alta y delgada. I am tall and thin. Bob is English. Bob is English. Then, if I am talking about occupation, then él es doctor. Él es profesor. Then, if you want to say they are professors, then you can say ellos son. You remember the ser conjugation: soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. So, if it is of they, you will use this form. Whatever you are saying, if you are saying they, then you use so, you all, we, he or she, you, and soy. You are doctor, eres doctor, eres doctor. So, you can say anything: professor, soy profesora de English, soy profesora de historia. H is silent, you remember in Spanish. Soy profesora de español. So, remember, whenever we are talking about any profession, we will not use any article like un, una, unos, unas. We cannot say soy un profesora de English. We will not use here. We will directly say profesora. Remember. Then, characteristics. Juan es inteligente y amable. Juan is intelligent and friendly. Then, time. Hoy es miércoles. Miércoles. This is day of the week. I will tell you in a separate lesson how we tell day of the week. This is Wednesday. Hoy es miércoles. Mier, I have put stress on air, so I am putting stress while speaking also. Miércoles. Son las dos. It's 2 o'clock. Es la una. It's 1 o'clock. Okay. Then origin. Kashish es de India. Kashish is from India. Emma es de Costa Rica. Emma is from Costa Rica. Este chocolate de Mexico. This chocolate is from Mexico. So these are the examples which we can give. Then if I am talking about relationship, if I am saying Asha is my mother, Asha is my mother. So you can say mi madre es Asha, or Asha es mi madre. Anything can be correct. Okay. And if you want to say Raul is my brother, then you can say Raul es mi hermana. Hermano. Hermano is brother and hermana is sister. Raul. Rahul, we say Raul in Spanish because H is silent. Similarly, any relation you can tell. Okay. Any relation you can tell. For example, you want to tell about your spouse, then you can say Devendra es mi esposa. So now we will talk about estar. Estar, to be. It is similar like ser. The meaning of estar is to be, is MR. There is same rule here. We have an abbreviation PLACE, place. This is used for temporary state. So we will do that. P for position. It can be physical position, posture. For example, mi abuela está sentada. My grandmother is sitting. Any physical position or posture will be in estar. Then location. Any location of someone or something. Temporary. Any location of someone or something will be in estar. But if it is the location of party, there is exception. We will use this in ser. So ser. I will give some example for this. Then action. A stand for action. Action should be ongoing action, and it is followed by past participle. Okay. I will give you example for this also. Then C for condition. It can be physical or mental condition. Then E for emotion. How a person feeling at a particular point of time. For example, now we are going to give the example. See, if I am giving the example of physical position or portion for P, that mi hermano está sentada. My brother is sitting. It cannot be es sentada because it is a posture. El cocinera está a la derecha de la salón. My kitchen is to the right of the salon. My drawing room. But the location of the party, we will use ser. For example, la fiesta es en Hotel Taj. I am saying hotel. I am not saying hotel. So you remember my last video in which I told you about H is silent. Then está llevando. It is ongoing action. Está llevando. It's raining. Mi abuelo está muerto. My grandfather is dead. Now you will tell that it is muerto. It is not ando or something. It is not past participle, but death in Spain is an ongoing action. So when we are talking about somebody's death, we will use está. Estoy lavando las camisetas sucios. I am cleaning the dirty shirts. Mis hijos están enfermos hoy. Means what is the physical and mental condition? Mis hijos, my children are sick today. Mi esposo está un poco loco. My husband, my spouse is little crazy. Estoy contenta. And now if we are talking about emotion, then anything related to emotion. Happy, bored or scared, angry, anything you can tell. Estoy contenta. Contenta if it is feminine. Contento if it is masculine. Estoy asustada. Asustada means scared. Estoy asustada or asustado, scared. Estoy preocupada or preocupado. Depend upon masculine or feminine. Estoy molesta or molesto means angry. I am angry. Estoy tímido. Tímido. Okay. In this way you can use nervioso, nerviosa, enamorado. For example, if you want to use they are shy. How do you write that? For they, what we use? Están. For shy, tímido. Tímido. It is plural, then we will use tímidos. Why I did not use tímidas? Okay. Now this also you will remember. It is when something is not given, whether it is male or female, we will use the masculine form. Like if it is not given, they are shy, then we will use this masculine. We can't use temidas until it is not given. They are shy girls. Okay, then we will not use this. We will use timidas, chicas. Okay, because we know what is the gender of the sentence, in which means in this sentence what is the gender, means what is it is a masculine or feminine. So always remember, whenever we don't know whether it is for girl or boy or masculine or feminine, we will use the masculine things. It is a masculine dominated language, means we will always use with this masculine. So if we are revising it, then this is for estar: position, location, action, condition and emotion. And for ser, we have discussed doctor. Description, occupation, characteristics, time, origin and relationship, plus the location of the party. So whenever we are talking about ser and estar, always remember this rule and try to make the sentences. Anything, whenever you are making sentence, please conjugate the verb as per the whether it is for I, we, you, they, may, whatever. Then estar, remember this place, position, location, action, condition and emotion. For ser, description, occupation, characteristics, time, origin and relationship. But when you are talking about location, then always remember that the location of the party will be in ser. That's all for ser and estar. I hope I am able to make you understand it very well. If you like my video, please subscribe, share and let's grow together. Thank you so much.